What's up, guys? Matt here, and I'm back with another weekly update in what's sold on eBay video. If you're new to the channel, hello, my name is Matt. I'm a full-time eBay reseller, and I also sell locally as well. And every week I put out a video where I just kind of recap how my week went, show you some things I may have picked up sourcing, and I also tell you some of the things that I sold on eBay. So, as always, let's start this video out with the weekly update portion of the video. Sourcing this week was not that great. I got two really good things which I'll share throughout the video because some of those things sold. So I'll tell you the stories about those then. The garage sales went not great, terrible I would say, this weekend. Friday, I was going to go to a community sale. It was actually a township sale, like where a whole township was having their yard sales. And like Friday morning, right before I was going to leave, it just started torrential downpour rains. And I was like, well, I guess that's over. And then so I went back in the house, and then I was like, no, I should still go. And then eventually I ended up going. But by the time I got to the first place was like a community that was having a sale. And there was tons of people already there, even though it was raining at that time. There were still tons of people. Everyone was still having the garage sale. So, lesson to be learned: if it's raining, still get in your car, still go. Don't hesitate. You know, don't have second thoughts, just go. So I learned my lesson this weekend because I totally messed Friday up. I didn't get anything Friday. Went out on Saturday with my wife to some garage sales. I think we hit about 10 or 12 garage sales and 2 rummage sales. Got absolutely nothing from the garage sales and one of the rummage sales. But one of the other rummage sales, I got a really nice score, which I'll share with you guys later. That's another story that's coming up. So it was kind of a wash. Didn't really hit many thrift stores this week. The times I did, I may have picked up a thing or two, but nothing too great to show you guys. But so that's kind of how my sourcing week went. Usually at this point, I'll kind of talk about how YouTube's going. But this week I wanted to do something a little different. I wanted to share with you guys some of the other people that I am watching on YouTube. When I first started YouTube, I had like less than 100 subscribers, and I wasn't really sure anybody was watching the videos besides my family. And I got a shout out, and I actually got invited onto a live show to answer some questions by another YouTuber who was a much bigger YouTuber than I was. I think he had 2,000 or 3,000 subs at the time. So this was like a huge thing for me. I got a ton of new subscribers, and it was just really kind of got me motivated to make more videos on YouTube and to like just be happy about YouTube. But I wanted to share with you guys 3 people that I am watching now who are smaller YouTubers than me. Maybe this, a shout out, will help them and get some subscribers because they are good YouTubers. They put out great content. I love watching their videos. So the first guy I like to watch is Steve over at Pick and Roll, and I'll put all these YouTube channels down in the description, link to them, to their channels in the description. So Steve over at Pick and Roll, a really good reseller. Does a lot of videos kind of showing them like at the garage sales. He goes like book sales. I would say his niche is the thing he sells the most is books, but he's like me, he sells everything, but I think books is probably his main thing. So he's got a lot of good videos like explaining how to look up books and being at book sales and stuff. So Steve, I like your videos, man. Appreciate you putting them out. The second one I like to watch is Part-Time Pickers, another guy who puts out videos, a lot of videos, does a lot of vlog style videos, again videos at like estate sales, garage sales. I really enjoy his videos. He does kind of a different style of what sold videos. He kind of puts what's sold in with his daily vlog, which I like that style. So pick and roll is the first one, and Part-Time Pickers is the second one. And the third one, which I just recently started watching, and it's a much different channel than most reseller channels, and that's eBay Roadshow. And he does kind of like where he dives into eBay and does like top 10 lists of like things that are selling currently, or like he looks up the hottest trends and he does videos basically showing what's selling on eBay right now, not necessarily what he's selling, but what's like the hot things on eBay. So I enjoy those types of videos. It's amazing some of the things that people are buying here on eBay, and he kind of goes over those. So eBay Roadshow is the third one that I've been watching a lot of. So like I said, links to their channels will be in the description below, so go check them out. Tell them I sent you if you want. Hit them with a subscribe. Some good channels, some quality content creators. So, that being said, let's get into what we sold on eBay this week. This week we had 28 sales on eBay and 1 local sale. So it was another fantastic week. I mean, 4 sales a day is a pretty good average for me. So let's get into the first one here. It is the local sale. So locally, I sold these. These are a bunch of mason jars. I think it ended up being like 48 or 50 mason jars and a bunch of boxes with like lids and stuff in them. I got these out of that $220 storage unit. Part of the thing that the lady did, she ran restaurants and she also did canning. So she had a bunch of canning stuff in there. So finally I got around to listing it. I think this took maybe 2 or 3 days to sell, and I sold it for 40 bucks for all of it. So lady came and picked this up. She was super happy with all this stuff that she's got. I think she got a pretty good deal on it. So was happy that she was happy, and I got the pocket $40. So I was happy with that local sale there. And here's our first sale on eBay this week. It was a Camelback. This is a beige Coyote Desert Camelback. It was brand new. I got this from a church rummage sale for like 75 cents. I've had this for a while. Actually, the church rummage sale that I went to that I did well on Saturday was the same church rummage sale last year that I got this from. So, and I'll tell you about the church rummage sale coming up. But this I picked up, like I said, was like 75 cents or something. It's like $5 fill a bag, and I don't know that I had a whole bag, but about 75 cents into this. And we got $25.97 plus shipping for this Camelback. So, like I said, brand new. It was a nice item. All right, next up are these is a air filter that my wife picked up. I think she paid 50 cents for this. New, open box, just a Fram air filter for your car. We got $14.97 plus free shipping on this, and this was under £1, so it went first class. So that was something my wife picked up. All right, next up is just a regular old Wii remote. Doesn't have Motion Plus inside. Doesn't have a Motion Plus sensor. No nunchuck, nothing. Just a remote. I don't really know how much I have into this because it was part of a Wii bundle. But we got $13.58 plus free shipping for that guy there. And then here is the Punisher for Xbox. This is regular Xbox. So I got this from I had a really good Facebook Marketplace deal this week. A guy was selling, he just had a picture with a bunch of systems, and it was like a bunch of Xbox PS3s, so Xbox 360s, and a bunch of PS3s, and they all look to be like newer gen model ones, not like the old white Xbox, but the Xbox Slims and the PS3 Slims. And so I messaged him, I said, what do you want for all the systems? And he goes, $25 a piece. And I was just straightforward with him. I said, 25 is not a bad deal, but the most I can do is $10 a piece for what I do. So, he goes, well, if you buy them all, I'll give them to you for $10 a piece. So there was 7 systems in the picture. And I asked him, do they all work? And of course he said yes. So I went to his house to pick up what I thought I was getting was 7 systems. Showed up to his house, and, he asked me, he goes, oh, do you have like a store or a shop or something? And I said, no, to be honest, I sell full-time on eBay. And, so I'm just going to, make double check that these all work, retest them, and then I'm going to sell them on eBay. And he said, oh, that's cool. He goes, well, I've got some other stuff that you might be interested in. So he just keeps bringing out game stuff. I think I ended up with 11 systems and 20 or 25. He brought out a whole stack of games, 20 or 25 games, a couple controllers, just some random like video game stuff. So it just keeps bringing stuff out, right? So I go, well, what do you want for all of it? And he goes, well, I don't know. Make me a deal. I said, to be honest, man, I got $100 in my pocket. If you're cool with that, I'll take all this off your hands for $100. And to my surprise, he was like, yeah, that sounds fine. So $100 for 11 systems, which it ended up being 3 or 4 Xbox 360s. Like I said, 7. It was 6 PS3s, a PlayStation 1 regular console, and then a PlayStation 1 mini console. And like I said, a bunch of games. But this was one of the games that was in the stack, the Punisher for Xbox. But I got, this was brand new. Well, not brand new. It was complete. And the disc was in really good condition. There was no scratches or anything on the disc. So I don't think he hardly played these games at all. But got $22.38 plus free shipping. Long story short, $22.38 plus free shipping on the Punisher. Alright, next up is a Homedics. This is a massager. You guys have seen me sell a lot of these. I paid $2.50 for this at St. Vincent de Paul, and we got $23.98 plus free shipping for that. Took a couple of days. These things, if I get them and I price them at the right price, they'll sell in like 4 or 5 days. So quick flip, not a whole ton of profit, but just quick flips. Things I know I can sell quickly. Alright, here's an interesting item. Had this for a while, maybe 3 or 4 months. Paid $3 for this. This is a VTech typewriter. This is from the 80s. I think it was 1985, yeah. So, a little like, old school, educational typewriter type thing. Had a little course book with it, but paid $3 for this at St. Vincent de Paul. We got $39.98 plus free shipping, and it took, like I said, 3 months, maybe 4 months at the most. So, a decent flip. Alright, here's another one of those. We've sold 8 of these so far. So this is the WWE Seth Rollins dress-up kit that I got from the Toys R Us closing sales back in August. Paid 90 cents for this, and we sold it for $11.95 plus shipping. I've got 2 left. I bought 10 of these, sold through 8 of them finally. We've got 2 left. But one of the very first, like, retail arbitrage type things I ever bought for reselling. So, happy I only bought 10. I almost bought, there was a lot more for sale. I almost bought a bunch more, but I was like, well, I'll just do 10, see how it goes. Alright, next up is Donkey Kong Country. This was another game that I got from that guy in that Facebook Market deal. Like I said, he brought out a bunch of games. I bought them all. He also had other stuff in there. He was bringing out DVDs. He's like, oh, do you want these DVDs? I'm like, yeah, sure, I guess. He's just bringing out all kinds of random stuff. But anyway, got $13.58 plus free shipping for Donkey Kong Country for the Super Nintendo. Alright, here is something my wife picked up back in September. It's a Rawlings baseball/softball bag. Brand new with the tags. We got this on sale. I think it was $3 or $4, I believe, for this. And we got this back in September. But we got $25.97 plus shipping for this softball bag. So, got 1 more of those left. Had 3 of them at one point. Alright, here is that project that I started way back. Did a video about these things. These are the Ivory body washes. Paid 10 cents a piece for them, so I got 30 cents into this. And we sold it for $10.97 plus free shipping, so... still in first class, so it was under £1, which was good. But, luckily I didn't buy the whole skid of these like I was thinking I might. Because these really haven't been selling very well, so... Lesson learned. We still made money. I didn't lose money by any means, but just didn't sell as fast as I thought maybe they might. And we sold 3 this week, which is fine. Alright, here is Gravity Rush for the PS Vita. Got this from a garage sale last weekend. Not this weekend, but the weekend before. Went to a big community sale. Went to a garage sale. Was a younger guy working it. Didn't have any video game stuff out whatsoever. I just asked him because he was younger. I said, hey, man, you got any video game stuff inside that you want to sell? And he goes, yeah, I got an Xbox 360 and a bunch of games. Are you interested in that? And I said, yeah, sure, bring it out. So he brought out an Xbox 360 and a huge stack of games. Unfortunately, he wanted too much for the Xbox 360, and the games weren't all that great. It was like what a younger kid would have, the Call of Duties, the Battlefields, things like that, GTAs. But when he was out talking to me, his mom brought out another box. It was just like a brown box, and it had a bunch of like, I think maybe I told this before, but he had PS Vita, had a Game Boy Micro. Yeah, I showed you guys this. So he had a Game Boy Micro and all this. So this was this PS Vita game, Gravity Rush game was in that box. So I paid $25 for the whole box, and we sold this for $22.38 plus free shipping from that. So decided to keep the 2 systems for my collection because I didn't have either one of them. And I've sold 2 things out of that box now to pay for the box. So, got a bunch of games to add to my collection, a couple of little handheld systems, and I made my money back. So, it was a good deal all the way around. All right, here's another one of those Fram air filters that my wife picked up. Like I said, she paid 50 cents for this. These sold quick, not for a whole lot of profit, but they sold. I think I had 3 of them, and they all sold in like a week or week and a half. But we got $12.78 plus free shipping on that guy. Alright, here's a Nerf N-Strike. This is the 35-round drum. Sold several of these in the past. This is a good thing to look out for because they sell really quickly. Paid $1 for this at a yard sale. Not this weekend, but the weekend before. Sold it for $16.78 plus free shipping. These go first class, so like $4 or $5 to ship. Not a whole lot of profit, but again, something that you can pick up for $1 and sell within a week for an easy $8, $9 profit. So that's not too bad. Alright, here's an interesting sale. My wife got these from St. Vincent de Paul. I think we paid $12 for this. But it was like a nice little set. It's like a pair of flippers, a little pair of goggles, and it had like the bag that you carry the flippers and the goggles in. Got this I would say maybe October, so like right after it was like the season for these things to be selling. We got these, so we've had them for that long. Like I said, paid $12 for these. They finally sold for $31.96 plus shipping, so we still made money on these. We had them for a while. Didn't sell for as much as we thought they would, but like I said, we probably doubled our money from $12. We doubled our money on this, I guess, and it only took 6-7 months. All right, here's the last of guess. This is a guest watch box. Got these from Elder Bierman Closing Sales. Paid 60 cents, I believe, for this. We sold it for $6.36 plus shipping for this guy. So new watch box. Finally sold through all the 3 of these. I still got some more that I need to figure out what's going on with, but we sold quite a few watch boxes in the past. All right, here is the last of these. This is an Emio Xbox One privacy cover. I guess you put this if you have Xbox One Connect. You put this over the little camera, so I guess people can't hack into your camera and see what you're up to, is what I'm guessing this does. But it's a little privacy cover for that camera on your Xbox One Connect. Had 3 of these, sold all 3 of them. I think I paid $1 or $2 for this. But we sold this one for $11.97 plus free shipping. So finally sold through all 3 of those. All right, here is a GE. This is a cassette tape recorder. Got this in an electronics mystery box. I think this was in a video a while ago. I did like a mystery box unboxing. But I can't remember how much I paid for it, like $5 or $6 for the whole box. This was something that was in there. This sold for $14.97 plus shipping. So I have maybe like 50 cents or 75 cents into this, something like that, after we break it all down. But not too bad. All right, here's a decent sale. This is a Nerf Super Soaker. Got this from St. Vincent de Paul maybe 2 weeks ago, and it's getting that season now for these things to start selling. So paid $2 for this. It was brand new, so all little twist ties and stuff on there. So brand new Super Soaker Nerf water gun. We got $33.97 plus shipping for this, so pretty good flip for $2. All right, here is something that I picked up. This was one of the only things I picked up from the garage sales this weekend. Paid $1 for this Mortal Kombat 4 game for PlayStation. I actually bought this for my collection, got home, and then realized I already had this game, so I was like, well, I guess I'm going to sell it. And then to my surprise, it actually had some pretty decent value. So $23.97 plus free shipping for this Mortal Kombat 4 for the PlayStation 1. So pretty good. I mean, it was complete. Disc was in good condition, so not too bad. All right, guys, we are up to the final sales of the week. We had one really good sale and then one collection of sales that made it a really good sale. And this first one, I am very, very excited to show you guys this. And it may look familiar to you. So here goes. Boom. Nike Metcon 3. These are the Freedoms. You guys might recognize these shoes from a video I did, like a thrifting video I did. I guess it's been about a month or so now, a month and a half. Something like that. But I picked these shoes up from Goodwill. I paid $35 for these shoes. At the time, I was thinking, what am I doing? Why did I just do that? But when I was at the store looking at these, they were just so, they were literally, these were brand new. As I started to like do more research on them and look at them and look at other people's that they were selling, I could tell these still smelled like new shoes. I didn't smell them at the store, but when I got home, I started looking at them and comparing them to other posts. I was like, man, these things are just in such great condition. It looks like they've never really even been worn more than maybe just to try them on because of different things. And I'll show you what I looked at, like to kind of know that I felt like these were like new without box. But one of the things I looked at was this here, and that's like the Nike swoosh that's on the bottom. When I looked at other people's posts, this and just about every pair of shoes that I saw was like, scuffed up, black from where people wore them and, trained them and stuff. So this one was still, I mean, just crispy white, like they had really never been worn. The soles, had no marks on them really whatsoever. And then the other thing that I saw that was different than everyone else's is inside the shoe there, you can see where it says like training, lift, run, jump. In the other shoes that I saw other people selling, like pre-owned, you wear these a few times, you start training in them, they get worn, and that little, like like that stuff starts to chip off. So like part of that training was, gone from where it just got worn off from people wearing them. This again was like super clean inside. You smell the shoe, which I did. It smelled like a what a brand new shoe would smell like. So I felt pretty comfortable selling these as new without the box, which I did. And we got $111.98 plus shipping for these. So super excited that this deal worked out. Like I said, I paid $35, which is a ton of money for me to pay for anything. But like I said, when I was walking around Goodwill, I picked them up. I showed them in the video. I'm like, oh, $35. I can't pay that. I put them down. I like walked around and I was like looking at other stuff, but all I kept thinking about were these shoes. Because when I picked them up for the first time, like I said, they were just in really, really nice condition. They look, brand new. When I was looking at them at the store, I'm like, man, these are such clean shoes. I don't have to clean these things. These are just what I want. When I sell shoes, I want them to be in like really good condition. I don't want to do a whole bunch of cleaning. I don't want there to be a bunch of scuffs all over them. And these shoes were, just in fantastic condition. So very happy with this flip. Very happy it worked out. I'm glad I took the gamble, and the gamble paid off. I mean, a lot of people said, oh, you could probably get $70, $75 for this shoes, which I probably could have. I had people make me offers. One guy offered me like, oh, I'll give you $65 for those right now. Some crazy talk, but I just held out. I had them listed for $140. I put them 20% off, and they sold for $111.98. Long story short. So very, very happy for those shoes to sell. All right, and here is the best collective sale of the week, and it comes with a story. So, all right, here are let's see, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Actually, sold 7 of these. These are ResMed. This is the cushion for a CPAP machine. So, for this little mask. So you got your CPAP mask. It would be the cushion liner on the inside here. And I went to a church rummage sale, and they had at the church rummage sale, I got there like an hour late. It was right by my house, literally 3 minutes from my house, probably the church closest to my house. And I went there last year, got a few things like that Camelback. Went there this time not thinking I was going to get anything because I was like an hour late. And on the table was a bag of like a CPAP machine, different like things like this, attachments and stuff, accessories for the CPAP machine. It was a whole big bag full of like brand new sealed stuff. So this was brand new and sealed. And that was a little cushion that goes on the inside of the mask. There were 7 of these cushions, and then in this bag there was like more masks like this, but like brand new ones. This one was used, but there was brand new masks like these, which will sell for like $50 or $60. There were some other odds and ends. There was also the CPAP machine itself, with a carrying case, all the cords for it and stuff, the booklets and things. So picked up the CPAP machine, picked up the big bag full of CPAP accessories, took it up to the front, said, what do you want for it? She goes, well, it's $5 fill a bag, so that looks like that would fill a bag, so how about $5? So I got all of this stuff for $5 total. I think my wife totaled it up. I've got it all posted now, but I think it was like $480 to $500 worth of sales once it all sells. So just a fantastic pickup from a church rummage sale. So I think it ended up turning out to be like 40 cents into this. So like I said, we sold 7 of these. You can see 0 available, 7 sold. Sold all 7 of these in like 3 days. There was some people that bought like 2 at a time. So we sold that one for $28.97 plus free shipping, and of course all these were like 4 ounces, or 4 ounce first class. So we sold that one for $28.97. We sold that one for $28.97. Sold that one for $28.97. And then this one, the person bought 2 of them. So one person bought 2, another person bought 2. So it was like around $58 total for that sale. So pretty solid for 40, like I said, 40 cents into these, $28.97 plus free shipping. And the best sale of the week is, there's the CPAP machine that I picked up from that rummage sale. We have about 45 cents into this. Came with the CPAP machine, the cord, the carrying bag, couple of little extras there, and the instruction books. We got $149.97 plus shipping for this guy. And this is the 3rd time I've sold a CPAP machine on eBay, so I knew when I opened the bag, when I opened this little bag, I knew when I saw it, I was like, oh, I know what this is, and I know it's going to sell really quickly, and I know I'm going to get a lot of money for it. So knew exactly what that was, and then sitting right next to this bag was, I started rooting through it. It was just a bunch of CPAP accessories and stuff. So a really nice sale at the church rummage sale was amazing. So Very, very happy to find that. Like I said, this weekend was absolutely terrible for me at garage sales. I totally blew it this weekend. So I was very happy that I got saved by this CPAP machine and the accessories. If not, it would have been an absolute wash this weekend. So anyway, guys, that's it for this week's sales on eBay. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Hopefully you learned some stuff. If you have any questions, drop a comment down below. And